Hi, my name is Salavat Farahov. I am the owner of playguitarlessonsonline.com. This video is a part of our free guitar tips series for those who are interested in learning guitar from masters in a short period of time. Today you will learn about 5 steps to reading octaves with guitar sheet music. So let's get started. While the guitar is a sought-after instrument to learn, many find it is quite difficult to learn. Just looking at guitar sheet music you will get a sense of how complex it can be. While many instruments require musicians to read one note at a time, the guitar can have as many as 6 notes at a time. Obviously, you do not want to jump right in and start learning to read 6 notes at a time. This will only frustrate you and set you up for a failure. Instead, you want to take it slow and progress by learning to read 1 or 2 notes at a time. The easiest way to learn to read 2 notes at a time is to play octaves. Here are some steps to take in order to properly read octaves with guitar sheet music. Before beginning to play, you want to look over a song and locate 2 of the same notes that are stacked on top of each other within the sheet music. This is what is known as an octave. Here is an example of how octaves may look on a music sheet. If you can't find exact octave notes, feel free to use this sheet for your lessons. This picture explains finger positions on the guitar fretboard. As you can see on the picture, most of the octaves to be played by the first and the third fingers, with 1 string and 1 fret between them. If the higher note lays on the first and second strings, then you will use the first and the fourth fingers instead. In this case, there will be 2 frets between them. Feel free to use this picture for your training. In the next episode, you will be given the live example on how the lesson may look like. From there, take your index finger from your non-dominant hand and place it on the lower note of the octave. You will then want to place your ring finger on the higher note. Your ring finger on the higher note. Fingers positioned. Now that you have your fingers positioned properly, strum the notes with the fingers of your dominant hand. It is important you do not allow the other strings to ring while strumming the octaves. In order to avoid this, rest the middle finger of your non-dominant hand over any unused strings. The next step to reading and playing octaves from guitar sheet music is to play 2 octaves in a row on the same string set. Make sure you keep your fingers from your non-dominant hand in position when sliding from one octave to the next. technique that does require practice, but will ultimately make reading octaves much easier. Please note, if you take your octaves on the first two strings, first string, second string, you need to place your small finger as a higher note, like this. Everything with the guitar is steps. First, you will start by picking out octaves on the guitar sheet music. Next, you will properly position your fingers on the first octave. Then you will play 2 octaves in a row on the same string sets. The final step is to play 2 octaves in a row on a different string sets. You will do this by keeping the fingers on your non-dominant hand as close to the strings as possible as you move to an octave on a different string set. It takes time and practice, but it will help you to develop into a sound guitarist. In the next video, you will learn how to develop flow through your guitar with advanced guitar lessons.